just play the same one. I was based in London for a good 5 years and was playing a lot of pop, electro pop, and producing things, but not playing the piano, which is what I love to do. I'm with a touring company, a French touring company, and they pitched to me the idea of performing with a French slam artist. I found out Malik's music and discovered that it had piano all through it, and it really appealed to me. It's like it really quite often in the music business, if there's a pop star with a project and they have a new album coming out, they will select their musicians. Sometimes they have their core musicians, sometimes they don't. In Malik's case, he was looking for a new sound. Chili Gonzalez was the producer of the last album, so that incorporates again a lot of piano. I had an audition at a studio. Luckily I didn't speak the language, so it was just about the playing. They talked to me, but they had a good feeling and said, yeah, you're on the gig. And I went, cool, let's tour France. So there, yeah. With the business, especially producing songs at home or where I used to live in Australia, I had a drum kit, I had a bass, and to make demos I would play all the parts myself. So all the rhythm section, this is a rhythm section instrument, so I like to think that I can be capable and good at all instruments based around the rhythm section. So yeah, I can play a bit of drums, bass, and a few obscure instruments like didgeridoo, ukulele. At a young age I was entering jazz competitions in New Zealand, and with these competitions they had judges from the States coming over, and lucky enough I was awarded a big national award when I was 11. It kind of, I remember like freaking a lot of people out because the age was up to 21 or 25 and I was 11 and I won this award, and that kind of, it was it gave me a lot of confidence and inspiration to practice and work harder. By the time I was 16 and 17, school kind of became not really relevant because I was working as a musician. I was touring, I was playing with bands, I was composing, and by the time I was 17, I was on the road. So when I was 11, it was to follow a dream, and the dream was to be in New York. I was learning a lot of jazz when I was young, so to be in New York was the place to be as a jazz musician. I'm a little bit lazy, and with my heritage, it was kind of made sense to go to London because I have a British background, and it was available and accessible for me to move there and work. I was playing like jazz contemporary trio music, and it was getting really free and out there, and I wasn't finding any connection with an audience. I knew that I was spending my nights out going to clubs and dancing and partying and opening my ears to any sounds that were coming in, not just jazz. So I had to find a way so I could still play my instrument, but play to people who want to dance and have a good time and not necessarily turn off their phone, or you have to be quiet to listen. It's about me getting the audience to be involved somehow. So with Aronas, I just looked into tribal music from my home, from New Zealand. It's not, when I say tribal, I mean Pacific Island music, and bring all those drumming elements in. So that was Aronas. It was a decision one day to go, right, stop playing, improvising from the beginning of a concert. Let's find the favorite parts I wanted to play, put them into loops almost, but play the loops and see if the audience are gonna like it, and they kind of did. So I kept doing it and was really happy. And I had so I released the first album in Australia, and it was not easy because I had to pitch it to people, record companies and management, and I was saying to them, yeah, I play piano and I play it in a repetitive form, just simple melodies with a big percussion bass and drums. Do you want to release it? And I pretty much got no from everybody. So that made things really challenging, but it also made me proud of, because I had an audience, I had people to play to, I had people who wanted me to release an album, but I had no one who wanted to invest in something like that. So I did it myself, just got the album out. And off the back of that, once I put it out and the songs got played on radio stations in the UK and Australia and France, then the interest came in and the touring really began, and which has brought me to now where I'm finishing my second album here.